Hey everyone, Reed here, and I'm doing an oil change on my wife's Lexus GX460 2017, about 100,000 miles. Great vehicle, never had issues except for one: oil filter housing. Of all the things to be a reliability issue on a Toyota or a Lexus, it's normally these little oil filter housings. I'm sure they make these for a reason, and I don't know what that reason is. Your traditional oil filter with the metal can is pretty foolproof. This works as long as you follow the rules, and unfortunately a lot of people don't follow the rules and they don't follow the manual. I do, so I don't have issues with this, but the reputable dealership I purchased this from told me they did an oil change, and they didn't tell me that the old oil filter was still in it because they couldn't get this housing removed. Come to find out, I had a 1.5 year old filter in my car that was absolutely disgusting, and I had to chisel out the housing because no trick in the book was working at all. So after 4 hours of chiseling, I got the plastic factory one removed, and I bought this aftermarket one. Aftermarket Chinese aluminum might not be better than the factory plastic, but either way, I've had this for a year and it works fine. When you install these, follow the factory torque spec. This says 25 plus or minus Newton meters. I believe that's around 18 foot-pounds, give or take a couple. This matches the factory manual, at least for my car. Check yours, make sure you're following your torque specification. But it is so simple to take a torque wrench and torque this to the correct spec. If you take your average 3/8 ratchet, it's actually really easy to over tighten this. And if you go even 15 foot-pounds over, this probably is stuck to the engine and you're gonna have a hard time removing it. And oftentimes people take their Toyota to a shop, and that shop will just run it on with an impact gun or just tighten it real tight, way exceed that pretty light 18 foot-pounds, and these get so stuck. So just follow the factory manual, and when you install it, put the O-ring in the right groove. It's easy to put it in that wrong groove there, and then it won't seal correctly. And lube up that O-ring so it can slip in there and you can get it fully seated before your torque wrench actually clicks at your torque specification. So just a couple little tips. As long as you follow those rules, you actually won't have any issues with these. But if you're new to Toyotas and Lexus, this is something you got to know. So save yourself time and money, follow the manual, follow the torque spec.